Hey, so this is a little different, huh? Yeah, I don't really know what inspired me to do the stream on a Friday night. I guess I was just upset with myself and how I didn't make good on Sunday stream, and I wanted to talk about it as soon as possible. Uh, which I mean, unfortunately, that didn't come until like 6 days later. So, uh, and yeah, there are some factors to why that stream didn't go through. And if you're familiar with the way this channel works, then you probably can already guess why we had to cancel. Uh, for one thing, I mean, it doesn't help that I'm a little bit sick myself. Something must be going around, like all the way around, like around the world. I mean, we're not back in 2020, are we? Uh, but you know, symptoms didn't start like really hitting me until like Monday. So that's not really the reason why I wasn't able to stream on Sunday. Although it is the reason why maybe I sound a little funny, a little nasally, a little. See, uh, another reason was I was trying really hard to crank out my first proper video. I spent almost all day last Sunday just editing and trying to get that posted. Uh, but by the time I was feeling good about the video, it was already like 10:30 at night, and I started thinking about like what's the best time to debut this video, because as I understand it, when you post a video kind of uh, has a bit of an influence on how well that video is going to do. And besides, it still needed some polishing. It needed a few finishing touches, and so I'm probably going to do a little bit more editing later and try and get my first video put up sometime over the next week. No definitive dates, no promises or anything. Uh, I'll just try to, like I said, put on those last few finishing touches and then try and upload it sometime in the morning. I heard morning is a good time to post new videos. But the real reason, the big reason, that we follow the One Piece schedule. When there's a new One Piece, we stream. When One Piece is on break, we don't stream. And I gotta stop fidgeting with this. You see my hand over there playing with this. It's because this is the remote for the streamer lighting, and I just realized that I left the wrapper on, not wrapper, the like protector thingy on the entire time, and it's just bothering me. Yeah. There, go away. Yeah, that's the number one thing that I wanted to talk about on the stream. Really, I mean, number two was I, I didn't stream when I said I was going to stream. That was a big boo boo, and I wanted to make up for that and apologize for that. But I mean, hey, that's the thing. Sometimes things get announced and then they don't go as planned. I'm gonna move the mic a little bit closer because, well, I'm gonna move it a lot closer, and the camera can be a little bit lower too. Yeah, sorry, because things are different. I kind of had to throw this together super duper fast. This is coming like right off my work day. I had just enough time to like whip up the thumbnail real quick, like, and then schedule the stream, and then like just shove some Chick-fil-A in my face. So, a little hectic. I mean, there is just so much mess that's been pushed out of like behind where you can see on the camera. You have no idea how bad it is right now. I mean, this is looking all nice and photogenic, but here it's just chaos. But I'm getting distracted. One Piece, right? You know, it's tough. We're all big fans of One Piece around here, so when you hear that there's going to be a break, that's already bad. That's tough. Even though we all know why there have to be breaks. We know why they're important. It doesn't really like get rid of the sting of just knowing that you gotta wait a little bit longer, especially since Oda, like, his favorite hobby is ending on big, huge cliffhangers, and so that always makes it a little bit worse. What also makes it worse is when you find out that it's gonna be a long break. It's what, from the moment they announced the break to when the next One Piece is going to come out, it's like 3 weeks. And then here's the extra tough bit. It's a 3-week break announced out of nowhere when there was no break planned before. Like, that's extra tough. The long break that you don't see coming. But the worst part of all, and I gotta stop. Like, can you tell I'm a little awkward, a little out of my element because I keep fidgeting with stuff. If you hear like a little like snapping sound, that's me fidgeting with like this little magnet here. I gotta get rid of that too. There, go away. It's like breaks are tough. Long breaks even worse. Long breaks that come out of nowhere worse still. But the worst of all is when you find out that you're getting a long break from out of nowhere for the worst, most like heartbreaking, gut wrenching reason possible, and the reason is Oda's not really doing so well right now. Maybe he's caught a little bit of what I got. I mean, it can't be too bad if the publication feels confident enough to announce when the next chapter is going to come out. I say it's going to come out on what was it, the 2nd or the 3rd? It comes out on Sundays, yeah? Or Mondays. No, so the 2nd is when the One Piece chapter is supposed to come out that we were supposed to get like 6 days ago. But all the same, like an announcement like that just coming out of nowhere, you can't say it's not serious. And you know, it's Shonen Jump. They are very protective of the health of their like top asset. I mean, that's a big reason why Oda takes more and more breaks, is because you know, way back in the old days when he was just, you know, a machine and would crank out chapters nonstop, dude was just a workaholic, and he's still a workaholic even now. That tendency hasn't changed. But what has changed is Oda's age and his health, and it's got Shonen Jump feeling a little shaky, a little anxious, and so at some point they started mandating breaks to make sure that Oda's nice and healthy. And I'm sure it's helped, but you can only mitigate the damage so much. One Piece fans will know that uh, Oda's lifestyle is far, far from the healthiest. He works uh, every day. He only gets, what was it, like 3 hours of sleep a day, every day. I mean, I only got, I think, 5.5 hours of sleep last night, and I'm feeling it right now. So I can't imagine what it's like to. I mean, a healthy night's sleep is 8 hours, right? I can't imagine going on a deficit of 5 hours sleep every day for years on end. That just seems so brutal. Almost inhuman, frankly. But nobody. I don't think anybody makes Oda do it. He's just like that. He's a workaholic. He smokes up a storm, too. If you've ever seen the picture of his office next to his little workstation where he works his crazy magic, there's this little ashtray, and it's almost like it's got so many cigarette butts stocked up. It's almost like a little handheld metropolis where it's made up entirely of like little stinky brown skyscrapers. It's oof. And then he's I only found this out recently. Oda's diabetic, probably because of the smoking. Which, if you don't know, smoking is my window for my YouTube preview just decided to freak out for absolutely no reason. Yeah, for those who don't know, cigarettes, they do a lot worse than just give you lung cancer. They're like a universal debuff to all of your stats, and you become way more vulnerable. I just accidentally just absolutely threw like a left cross at my poor computer tower, and so you hear the fan rattling around. The fan needs work. Every time I turn the computer on, it's this awful sound. But don't break my concentration. Yeah, when you smoke, it's like a universal depuff to depuff. Yeah, sure, depuff. It's a depuff to all of your stats, and you become more vulnerable to all sorts of like ailments and maladies, and diabetes is one of them. And there's also Oda's age. He's 49, which really isn't that old, but when you take account the workaholic behavior, the lack of sleep, the cigarettes, the diabetes, it adds up to a guy who's probably operating on a level that's like 20 or 30 years older than he actually is. So he's 49 now. Imagine him being like 69 or 79. He's not doing so great. And then there's the eye problems. That's definitely not what you want to hear when a guy makes the best-selling manga ever. That he needs eye surgery, and that was just earlier. What was it? This year, or maybe last year? I don't remember. 2024 has been so brutally long. It feels like this year just doesn't end. When I've kind of been just waiting for it to be over since the beginning. I feel like the only good thing that's happened to me anyway this year is just starting up my own YouTube channel. That's been a blast. and all the stuff I've been doing on the channel, the playing games and watching stuff and painting. That's been fun too. Copyright strikes though, not fun. Still really kind of blown away that the thing that got YouTube wagging their finger at me was Cadillac's dinosaurs. Um, yeah, so he had eye surgery, not a minor thing at all. Like, golly, that just sounds so scary to me. And he, like, no disrespect, but I feel like he kind of needed it. Uh, he was turning out some sketchy stuff. I mean, I can't. I can't produce the panel on the spot, but I remember one little scribbling of uh, Dragon looking pretty, like he looks like he been Dragon. It was tough, and even after the eye surgery, still not 100% there. Granted, he has to recover from this drastic surgery, but you know, at some point when people get older, they just get to a point where they're not going to get any healthier. It's just a matter of like mitigating the damage, really, and just prolonging the person's health as much as possible. That's really what it is. It's not fixing his eyesight as much as it's just kind of salvaging it. So, you know, it's been piling up, and Oda's health has been a growing concern for fans everywhere. I started worrying about it back in Wano, in maybe early Act 3, or maybe earlier than that, like late Act 2, when I kind of took inventory of what was going on, and I saw how long the arc was, and I thought to myself, you know, Oda, you do realize that you're not going to live forever, right? Like, you only have so much time to tell the story. I don't mean to be morbid, but I don't know. I just could use a bit more quickness to the arc, and you know, it's, again, don't really mean to be harsh, but golly, Wano just had so many pacing issues, to the point that I think even Oda picked up on that at some point. That's why late on into Act 3, when it gets time to resolve all the different little conflicts and stuff, all of a sudden it feels like lightning fast. I think at some point Oda clued in on the fact that the arc was just taking way too long. I think that was also about the time when you know, like Netflix was calling, and they're like, "Hey, we kind of need help with this live action thing," and like, man, that was another tough time too, when he needed to take time off to take care of the live action thing, and that was already kind of a scare. Yeah, you're used to the idea that Oda just almost lives in like a bubble in his little office. Then all of a sudden he's got to go on this big journey to, what was it, like South Africa, where they were filming live action One Piece. That's quite the trip for someone of Oda's age and state of health. I remember being worried that he was gonna, I don't know, catch something, or there would be some tragic accident. It's just something that's on my mind more and more. Like I'm really hoping that Oda can make it. Again, not trying to be morbid, but I think it's something that we've all thought about at some point, and it's gonna happen more and more. Um, by the way, speaking of One Piece, just gonna take a little break. Uh, I got this. Where did I get this? I think this was just a gift that somebody gave me. It's just like a little One Piece thermos with some fan art on it, which is cool. I mean, hey, I don't want to be harsh, right? Obviously, the person who made this, they worked really hard, and they got to be a better artist than me, right? So I should just shut my mouth, really. But it's a little scuffed. There's just something subtly wrong about like every character. They all look just just a wee bit off. It's hard to really put my finger on it, and you can tell that it's old too, because like you can see. Well, you can't see. I can see because their little signature is so itty bitty teeny tiny. There's absolutely no way that it would show up on the camera. But it says 2009, and so that's why you'll see all the Straw Hats. They have like their old pre-time skip designs. They're looking like I don't remember Zoro having a blue shirt, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, all the supernovas are here. I think this art was probably made around the time of Sabaody. You can tell because, well, for one, all the characters are kind of grouped according to their affiliation, and Jinbei is still over here hanging out with the Shichibukai. But dang it, that it doesn't wrap, and so they wound up cutting off Mihawk right here, as well as Gecko Moria, although I'm sure that doesn't bother too many people. He was not exactly a fan favorite. Same goes for Akainu, and boy, this really dates the art. It's hard to tell because again he's cut off, but you can tell that that Sakazuki Akainu, whatever you want to call him, he's still in his hooded appearance from the Buster Call scene in the flashback in Enies Lobby. Like, wow. Yeah, it's cool art, just a little weird. Oh, and one other neat little feature. You see, it shows the temperature of the drink inside. That's kind of cool. I don't really know how that works though. I mean, like how how do you change the battery? As a matter of fact, I'm not really too clear on how you can be sure that the battery's not gonna rupture and drip down into the drink and make your water a little extra zesty. Oh man, what was I talking about? I got like the sick brain. I'm in a bit of a fog. I got the sick brain. I got the just got back from a long day at work brain. It's it's rough. But yeah, Oda's health. Uh, it's something we've all thought of, and at one point or another, we're all gonna find ourselves asking that very tough question of what happens, you know, in a worst case scenario where Oda can't finish the journey. I mean, what's gonna happen? As I understand it, Oda has already shared what the One Piece is with his most trusted staff, like his editors. And oh golly, that's got to be like one of the heaviest burdens imaginable, right? Imagine knowing something that the whole world wants to know, the most epic secret, probably in all of fiction. Uh, a mystery that's, let's see, it's 2024. One Piece started in 97. So like 27 years in the making. That, wow. And by the way, if any of his editors ever broke their silence, or if some, I don't know, some ninja snuck into Oda's office and like took the super ultra secrets notes and like leaked what the One Piece was, that would be probably the most earth shattering, internet breaking news of all time. Like, golly. And I mean, even when the time comes due and people find out what the One Piece is on Oda's time, that's gonna be, boy, that's gonna be so many more times worse than the Deathly Hallows situation. If anyone remembers that, like people famously driving down the road and shouting out Harry Potter secrets and spoilers to people waiting in line for the movie. I think that was Deathly Hallows. Not really a Harry Potter fan, but like that whole story was just so funny. It kind of escaped the sphere of Harry Potter, and everyone remembers that really funny time about everyone just drive by spoiling people about how Soylent Green is people, or Rosebud is the sled, or whatever it was. That was in Harry Potter. Golly, getting off track again. Yeah, and I'm sure the question of the worst case scenario, there's no way that they haven't thought of it, right? The editors, all of Oda's staff, Shonen Jump, they're all probably wondering, and they've probably come up already with all sorts of contingency plans. It would probably be a situation where they would take what they know, they would take Oda's notes, and they would try to finish the story. And I think they could do it, honestly. The editors, they know what they're doing. As much as we like the idea of the one sole visionary who's in control of everything, and he has absolute mastery of his little world that he's created. The editors, they're a big part of it too. I mean, it was, I don't even know. There was like some YouTube video, I think Grand Line Review did it. And I gotta do this again because now that I have the mic right here, I gotta kind of type around it. So, what was it? Like, One Piece editors? I'm sure it's gonna come up right away. Yeah, 8 times Oda's editors saved One Piece. Let's I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but if you ever want to check it out, it's like, it's right here. Why does this look off? Like the window's weird. I think maybe it was one of those things where it was probably when I was reading the manga and there were all sorts of like dumb little ads and stuff that I didn't want pestering people. Or it might have been when I did that tier list, because that also has really annoying ads. But yeah, this one right here, 8 times Oda's editor saved One Piece. And yeah, thumbnail is true story. Originally, Oda wasn't planning on uh, on chopping off Shanks' arm. Which, I mean, that's the defining moment. That's like a huge thing. So it's not 100% Oda. Like his staff, they have some insightful ideas, and I think they could do it. And even in the case of Oda's art, I've seen some amazing, uh, just amazing fan art out there. I mean, not like this. I mean, I'm so sorry to whoever this person is. I have no idea who made this. And I'm just absolutely roasting them live on stream. But, you know, there's fan art out there that's really, really convincing approximation of Oda's art style. So as distinctive as it is, it's not impossible to replicate. Someone could conceivably step up and assume that role. And someone could, you know what? Like hot take. Someone could do that right now. I think they could. As rough as things are for Oda, I wouldn't mind if he stepped back and hired more people onto the project, like a lot more, actually. Anything to take the load off this poor man. I wouldn't even mind if he wanted to, like, just be a creative advisor, even. Like, it doesn't all have to be on the shoulders of this one dude. Oda could have such an easier life. I don't really know all the ins and outs and little details and nuances and quirks of making a manga, so like maybe I'm just talking out of my bum, and maybe it's not really possible, but it'd be nice. That's what I'm gonna say, is it would be nice if Oda had more people helping him, so that, you know, for one thing, he would not work himself to the state that he's in now. And two, when he is not feeling his best, it's not as much of a blow to the creative process. But I mean, I think that's enough, like, doomsaying for me. You know, no more talk of the worst case scenario. Oda's still with us. He's still with us. He's probably getting better right now. And like they said, the new chapter should be out on December 2nd. And then, you know, we should be, you know, back in the game. And back to business as usual, hopefully. I know these breaks, and especially long breaks, have been more frequent, though. At least it's like hard to believe. But as frequent as these breaks and long breaks and hiatuses have become, it's still not as bad as Hunter x Hunter. It will probably never be as bad as Hunter x Hunter. Never. It's like, I don't even know how people can be a Hunter x Hunter fan with these brutal years-long hiatuses. I don't even know really anything about Hunter x Hunter. It's got to be a freaking epic story if it's got people hooked to the point that they're willing to wait years and years and still come back. And I don't even know the full story on, like, why does the person who makes Hunter x Hunter take such long hiatuses. Ugh. It's just nuts, right? We've all probably seen the comparison at some point or another. You know, lining up all of all of the times One Piece went on break and all the times Hunter x Hunter went on break, one of them looks like Swiss cheese, the other one looks like it's barely even freaking there. But that's what you gotta do. You gotta look on the bright side. We're not on Hunter x Hunter hours. We still got Oda with us. He's gonna get better. And we're gonna get our One Piece. And, like, it sounds selfish when I put it that way, right? Like all I really want is One Piece. Like, no, I care about Oda. Like, the guy's a freaking genius. I mean, sure, he has some flubs here or there, but, like, daggone it, he made One Piece. The guy's awesome. And I want him to be healthy and happy, and I'm sure he does too. He's always talked about how after he finishes One Piece, like, and that's a crazy thought in and of itself, the idea that One Piece will be finished one day. And he said that he's going to take, like, a cross-country trip with his family, or not cross country, like around the world, actually. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He also said that he was interested in doing like a sci-fi series with robots and stuff, which probably explains a lot of what's going on with One Piece. These unrequited desires for sci-fi and robots have started bleeding into One Piece. But I mean, Oda, please take that around the world trip with your family. Be with your family before you even think about firing up another manga. I mean, I think that's it. I think that's all I really wanted to say about the matter was, you know, I wanted to explain, like, why I didn't stream, why there's no One Piece in case you didn't know already, when you can expect more One Piece, and like I said, you know, we only stream when there's One Piece, no One Piece, no stream, so it's still gonna be like a little over a week. So, no stream on Sunday. That whole week. I gotta talk about this. Let me change the text real quick, like. The future. I can see the future. Oh my gosh. I've been going back to Dragon Ball Z Abridged lately, but yeah, the future. I got the next week off, 100% off. For anyone who doesn't know, I work 2 jobs, and one of them I work in education. So around these parts, we got a week off for Thanksgiving, and then I just went ahead and gave myself the time off from my other job. So that's going to be a whole week off where I'm going to try and do, like, as little as possible. Like, in terms of, like all the little distractions and stuff, like going out and doing whatever. No, I kind of just want to spend the week cloistered here in my bedroom, like, in front of my battle station, just doing what I want to do. And you know what I want to do? I want to edit some videos. I want to try and like complete some of these long-standing unfinished projects. Like, I've still got this. What is this? I think this is all like the little. Yeah, you remember when I was talking about this? I was gonna decorate a little more. I got like these little spotlights that I'm gonna put in these cube shelves, so I can illuminate all my Power Rangers signatures and stuff like that. Maybe put a spotlight on on the Fully Cooley Tower of Power back there. Uh, I mean, it's hard to see, but if you look way back there, the tall part where under the fan filled with Fully Cooley stuff. I know I talked about it at length in my debut stream, but boy, do I love Fully Cooley. Too bad it keeps hurting me. That's harsh. I mean, Fully Cooley Grunge was good. Fully Cooley Alternative was good. Fully Cooley Progressive and Shoegaze, maybe not so much. But yeah, gotta do some editing, gotta put the little spotlights up, gotta look at ways to grow the channel. I mean, once upon a time, I was supposed to debut on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and I just could not figure out how to play nice with Twitch, so gotta figure out what's going on with that. Gotta figure out ways to grow the channel, figure out ways to like get the word out a little bit more. Like the Cross Age Productions Discord is just barren. I haven't really done anything with it, and that's totally my fault. I still got like I'm a bit of a boomer in that regard. I don't really know much about Discord or how to use it to its full potential. I gotta do some learning about that. So there's that, and just recently, in light of the stream that I had to cancel, I made my first community post on my channel ever, telling people about the rescheduled stream. Gotta try and use that feature more. And at some point, I gotta go back to all my old streams and, one, edit them down into proper videos, and two, actually try and put some tags on stuff, and put links in the descriptions. I mean, that is an idea that has totally slipped my mind, is actually putting links to all my social media and stuff. I don't know why. That just seems like an obvious thing, and it didn't even occur to me until maybe a few days ago. Big thing though, I gotta. Sorry, my voice is cracking a little bit. I gotta reinstall Windows. That's probably gonna be my number 2 priority after I finish editing my first video, which is just gonna be like a little introductory video. And blah, 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 blah. Let me get some water. Let me grease these gears. The sickness is making my mouth very dry on top of, the flapping my gums all the time. Yeah, after my first video, which is just going to be like a quick introductory video, it's shaping up to be maybe 12 to 13 minutes. I gotta reinstall Windows and see if that'll fix my DirectX problem, and then I can finally start, doing some more gaming streams. That was supposed to be a way bigger focus on this channel, but after Psychonauts, it just DirectX was just like, nope, I'm out of here. And I spent so much time in the Double Fine Discord talking to the dude, trying to get Psychonauts 2 to work, and he had no idea what was going on. It was clear that he knew what he was doing. We were going through all sorts of possible fixes, and it was just nothing was working. And so the whole gaming aspect of this channel has been defunct for the longest time. It'd be great to get that back online. And there's another box over here somewhere. Where did I put it? Not that one. That's just new speakers. But I had had another box right. This one. Gotta get my console gaming situation figured out. I mean, one step at a time, right? I gotta figure out how to make the PC gaming work first before I can even think about the console thing. And I want to update the look of the channel. There's just so much I want to do, and I've had so little time to do it. So, hoping I can make the most of this week off. So, if everything goes right, if everything is good, then we'll come back. Probably December 1st. But again, if there are any sudden changes, you know, if it turns out Oda's still not doing well and we got to take a little more time off, I mean, obviously I'll try and keep you in the loop, but if that news ever breaks, just assume that we're not streaming. Man. I thought for sure. What else? Oh, other future plans? I was, in the process of editing down that first stream into a nice little 12 to 13 minute introductory video. I went back and I'm listening to stuff that I said, and I realized I have totally forgotten about the live action Last Airbender. It just totally fell off my radar. So yeah, I gotta check that out at some point. Man. I don't know how I forgot about that. I mean, I was talking last stream how I had to have a big think about what I wanted to do next, and I wasn't really coming up with anything. No, that wasn't last stream. That was stream before last. I think that was like the last painting stream. And then for whatever reason, I just couldn't come up with anything, and so it was just like a really short One Piece stream where we just checked out the new chapter and did like a little tier list or whatever. Totally forgot about Last Airbender, and there was something else that I meant to check out. I don't remember. Again, forgot, remembered, and then re-forgot. But I'll figure it out. Now that was everything I wanted to talk about, but I also wanted to let me do this and then change the text. Yeah, so we haven't really had a chance to talk about it, but we're big fans of Devil May Cry around here. And so there's this one video that that really piqued my curiosity. It came out just 7 days ago, titled the Undiscovered Secrets of Devil May Cry. From who made this? Max Derat. I gotta start doing that. This is another concept that has like come to mind recently. The idea of ethical streaming, like not just taking other people's stuff and parasitizing it, but actually like making sure people check out the original contents and promoting the people who made it. But I'm going to check out this video for the first time. I've been saving it for a while. I'm just so curious. Like, you see right here, Undiscovered Secrets of Devil May Cry, New Discoveries 2024. Really? 2024, you're finding me you're telling me someone's found stuff that nobody found before. That's I mean, okay. You better impress me then. I'm curious what he's gonna say. It better not be something like something bogus and clickbaity, like, "Ooh, I bet you didn't know that in Devil May Cry 3, your weapons change the behavior of your Devil Trigger. Like, oh, if you equip Cerberus and then you use your Devil Trigger, then you run faster." Like, no, nope, already knew that. So, these better be some juicy secrets here. And this is, by the way, this is like, we got our like little copyright watermark screen anti-copyright thingy up, and I got the audio muted because, again, never seen this video before, so uh, don't know if it's like super chill. It's like, uh, still, still that bothers me. It was okay to upload an episode of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs in full as a video, but when I stream that, that's YouTube says that's going too far. Okay, I should just let it go. Let's see what this guy has to say about Devil May Cry. Maybe I should. You know what? I won't mute it completely. I'll turn the desktop audio like way down to make it a little easier to follow. And maybe just I need to work on a different like anti-copyright thingy, because this is a little too overbearing. Like, you can barely see. This should be fine. Oh, is this guy's thing? I've never seen any of this guy's videos, by the way, ever. Like, this is the first one. So, I don't know anything about his usual content. I guess he's into occult stuff. Well, no, I wouldn't say that, dude. Like, there actually is a bit of digging to do in Devil May Cry 1. Malay Island has an interesting story behind it. If you take the time to check out all the little background details, it's totally ancillary, but, you can engage with it at your leisure, which, as I understand it, is how Dark Souls works. I haven't played Dark Souls, by the way. I'm sure I will someday. It seems interesting, but I don't know. Here it's supposed to be really hard. $4. The first one? Well, I guess if you don't know what you're doing, it might take 4 hours. I guess I'm just too used to the way, like, this is how I get. When I love a game, I'll replay it over and over again, and now I just think of what it's like when you already pretty much know. Well, I guess not everything. I'm not the biggest fan of the first Devil May Cry, but uh, Onimusha, that's a better example. I loved the first Onimusha, and after playing it so many times, maybe I'm not an expert. It's not like I can do like some sort of crazy no damage speed run, but I could beat it in like 2 hours. It's about movie length. That's even kind of what it feels like. It's like an interactive movie. But, okay. Oh my gosh. I'm getting anxiety from looking at this part. The, this part right here, the jumping over the little stones thing. Hold on, where is it? This. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever been able to do that. Ever. Every time I fall down. Doesn't help that the camera's just a disaster. Okay, you're really... Oh, stupid ads. Golly. Okay. Alright. No, no, shush, oosh, shush. No. Ads. Ugh. Okay, there, that's better. No. That's better. There's an upsetting amount of Devil May Cry 2 footage here. If, to be fair, if any Devil May Cry game is gonna have like super duper secrety secrets that no one learned until 2024, it's gonna be Devil May Cry 2. Because no one wants to play that POS. Ooh, follow up. Okay. Well, I think I'll gauge my interest on that based on how well you blow my mind in this one. Uh, Come on, man. Is this all just gonna be themes talk? I was kind of hoping more for like cool Easter eggs or like fun little gameplay nuances or whatever. Oh yeah, that shows up on the. Well, it shows up on the philosopher's. Yeah, the philosopher's stone. Okay. The compass rose is a bit of a stretch. Helm of Awe, that's also a stretch. I don't know. I don't know about some of these, bro. Uh, Lakshmi star. It literally just says it's two overlapping squares. I don't know, bro. This is a little weird. Some of these seem like stretches. Hold on a second. What was? No, no, this. What's the captions are in the way? Wiccan Wheel of the Year. I mean, I'm not into Wicca, but that looks cool. That looks like something you'd see in a video game for sure. Again, some of those seem like stretches. Yep, there you go. What? Okay, sure. Okay, daggone it. Get out of here. Why did I think this was a good idea? For one thing, this this isn't really all that interesting. And two, I guess I should really invest in YouTube Premium, shouldn't I? If I'm gonna if I'm gonna watch other YouTube videos from other content creators, I really ought to do it, huh? Here, let's do it like this. Let's just leave this on. Stupid anti-copyright thing. Oh, I think I did hear about this at some point. Okay, alright. You might be onto something. Uh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I care. Oh, what's going on with the desktop audio? It's acting like it's not even a thing. I mean, I know I got it turned down way low, but let me try and fix that. This is some time cube stuff right here. Okay. Mm-hmm. See that I knew, but like again, I came here to kind of like I kind of came here to learn about Devil May Cry secrets, not alchemy. It's kind of a given that alchemy is a major motif in Devil May Cry. That much we all pretty much already knew. It's got the Philosopher's Stone and the elixir and the Quicksilver and all that. Like this stuff we know. And I keep catching myself leaning back. I'm really, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and put this up to 1.25 times speed. Yeah, and dodecahedron's made out of pentagon, penta, it's five. You have five quintessence. I get it. Uh huh. Oh, bro. This is how I watch a lot of YouTube videos, by the way. I put a lot of them up on times 1.25 speed. And it's not necessarily always because I'm bored. I can just absorb information better that way. Uh, this is rough. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this. I don't know why I wasn't expecting uh, ads. This guy's still talking about, like, this is technically the first secret, just the little 8-pointed thingy. Oh my gosh, I just looked at the little preview and he's gonna start talking about Trismegius. Oh, that guy was the worst. Worst, absolute worst boss in Devil May Cry history. Man, I don't want to learn more about this guy. He sucks. What did you just say? Yeah, I get that it's probably referencing like real stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't really care because that game sucks. It just does. It sucks. This boss sucks, and why, why does it look like he doesn't have teeth? And why have I not noticed this before? I could turn up the volume a little bit. Maybe I don't want to turn up the volume at this part because he's saying some things that sound like other things. Bro, what is... Golly. Oh boy, do we gotta... This is all just plot stuff. I thought it was gonna be cool gameplay details. Like, I know a lot of Devil May Cry fans probably don't want to hear this, but like, a lot of the plot is just like either sucks or doesn't matter. Like the best story, Devil May Cry 3, is only the best because it's basically just the fundamentals. It's just, you know, a main hero, he's cool, he wears red. A rival, he's the opposite, he wears blue. Like like just the fundamentals, the basics. Dude, we're not here to learn about Dark Souls or Elden Ring or any of that. And we're not really here to learn about alchemy either. Um, yeah, or they're just color coded to help you find where you're going in this big labyrinthine dungeon. I think maybe that's what it's about, bro. It ain't that deep. They're just colorful doors. Just basic color association. It could also be that they're used a lot because they're bright primary colors. Again, it's not that deep. People tend to like bright primary colors. It doesn't have to be a Buddhist thing. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Some of these feel like a huge stretch. No, bro, no. There ain't no way I'm gonna watch the second video now because this. Like, I'm not gonna say it sucked. It just did not. It's not what I expected, and it's not what catches my attention. I thought it was gonna be cool gameplay stuff. Man, okay. So, I mean, that's gonna be it for the stream. Like I said, I was planning on it just being a short one because, boy, am I really tired and really sick and really ready to start my week off, where it's just gonna be about me and what I want to do, and what I want to do is work on my videos, work on the channel, work on getting my whole setup the way I want it to be with the spotlights and the console gaming and reinstalling Windows, getting my PC gaming online. Trying to get healthy too, cause geez, been so busy I haven't even had time to really treat my illness in any way. Just hoping it gets better. So, I mean, I guess that'll yeah, I guess that'll do it for now. Look forward to our next stream, uh, uh, December 1st. Or, I mean, don't look forward to too much, though. I mean, like I said, it could change. I certainly wasn't expecting there to not be any One Piece last Sunday. So hopefully Oda gets better, and hopefully things get back on track. Until then, if you could leave a like, that would be appreciated. Subscription even more so. If you want to leave comments about what you thought about the video that we just watched, if any of that was interesting to you, or if maybe some Devil May Cry secrets that I don't, or tell me what you think the future of One Piece is going to be. If Oda's going to keep soldiering on the way that he's been soldiering on, or if maybe it's time for a change. But until then, I think that'll do it. So y'all have a good night, and thanks for tuning in.